Hi everyone, so glad you could join me today. We are doing another bloom today. This is a 12-inch round. It is canvas today. And I have some really fabulous colors. Check those out. From Meyspring, we have Peachgold and Pure Copper. And then a color that I have made that I just love these days is Arteza Prussian Blue, an interference gold from PearlX, and a little bit of violet. And it's just a great blue color. And then in the actual purple range, we have Réflex Violet from PearlX. And then we have a couple of colors here that are from ColourArte. We have Plumeria, and we have from the Bling It line, one that you've seen me use quite a lot if you've been watching my videos. This is the beautiful Abalone shell. And then this one is also, I believe this is Orange Peel, also from ColourArte, the Primary Elements collection. And then this one is just Liquitex Fluorescent Pink. So you can check out my colors today. My pillow today is going to be Bright White from Diamond Brite. It's a semi-gloss house paint that I get off the internet for a reasonable price. And we're gonna put the pillow down first. This is not mixed with anything, it's just plain house paint. All of my materials are available in the description below, including my recipe for my pigments. I didn't mention that. I actually forgot, so while I'm laying this down really quickly, I will remind you that my pigments are mixed with Behr 8300, which is known as Base C in some places. It's just an uncolored house paint that you can get from Home Depot or Lowe's or wherever. And I also have Jo Sonja Varnish in there. You can use any kind of varnish. This is a water-based varnish. Jo Sonja is what I use for that. And again, that will be the recipes down below. Okay, so let's get going on my base. I'm going to go ahead and spread it around a little bit. Doing the old pour painting method for spreading my house paint today. You can also give this a quick spin if you want to. I'm going to move this out of the way. Don't think I'm going to need any more base today. It's a little thick. It's a little cold outside these days, and it will thicken up your paint really quick. Okay. Got a few bubbles today, and you can go through and pop all of these with a skewer, or what I've gotten used to doing, I do is take a little squirt of the isopropyl rubbing alcohol. If you use this, absolutely do not use your torch afterwards. Just a little bit of a spray tends to get rid of all of those bubbles for whatever reason. And then I'm just gonna let that kind of dissipate before I begin my bloom. The alcohol will of course evaporate into the air, and you will have a nice clean, still see a bubble, but not half as bad as it was. I'm actually going to do something different. I'm going to put a ring and then put a plume in the middle here. And hopefully this will work as a faux pillow right over the top of my white. We'll see how that works. It's a little bit thick, but my, is it beautiful. I love metallic paints, and this one is really pretty. I've kind of got off a little bit here. Kind of get that back a little bit into a circle. Try to keep it where there's not a lot of holes. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and lay down my colors. got a few bubbles here and there. I'm an aggressive stirrer. It causes lots of bubbles. Okay. Kind of move it back a little bit. That's kind of pretty already. Okay, I'm going to be using the Well-Educated Artist Cell Activator, and there should be a video out on how to make that. It's a pretty cheap activator in comparison to using something like Australian Floetrol, which Australian Floetrol looks beautifully. You absolutely can use Australian Floetrol and Amsterdam paint to make your cell activator. So I am just going to put this in the middle. Yay. It's looking a little thick. We'll see. What I've also got to do, a lot of times now I will even lay some around the edge as well. Which I just like what it does if you put some in other places than in the middle. Who said you have to put them in the middle? I don't like to be restricted, I guess. Okay, so hopefully you can see me below at this time. Okay, this is different. The copper is really keeping the bloom contained. This one is acting really strange. So let's just give it a spin. Okay. It's growing. So if I want to do any modification, I'm going to want to go ahead and do this now. Even though I really, really like what it's doing, I don't know that I need to do a whole heck of a lot of modification, but I will do some. Oh, I love that. I don't know if you can see that, but it really looks like a flower blossom. Okay, I'm so excited to see how this one is going to dry. There are not a lot of cells that have held in this one, but on the other hand, we've got some really cool things going on. Lots of shimmer, as you can see here. And look at those cells. There are some cells, but it's just bleeding into the metallic. The metallic is really, really cool how that's working out there. That's just a metallic of a different brand. And while you can see there are some cells, it's reacting so differently. So I will show you what it looks like when it's dry. You can even see how the background is coming through there. It's always interesting when you do the faux bloom how that's going to work out, but pretty cool. And I'll show you what it looks like when it's dry. Okay, wait for it. Here is the dried bloom. It turned out beautifully. It dried exactly the same. The copper kept the bloom in place, so I'm very happy with that. Thanks for watching. Until next time, bye now.